Alright, what's up everybody? How you guys doing? In this video I'm just going to go over Smash terminology for like advanced techniques and stuff. Also just so that people, understand what the hell I'm talking about on my stream when I'm, referring to, certain acts that I'm doing in game. I think this will be a big help for anybody that's been confused. But it should help in general with people that are looking to get into Smash, either competitively or even just casually with trying to understand some of the terminology. So short hopping is when you press X or use the analog stick to jump, you'll get a full hop like this generally. But if you tap the stick more sensitively, you'll get a short hop like this. You can see the difference in the height. This helps a lot more for just going in on your opponent, close quarters, and going in for aerials on them that are, that you're not trying to start above them too high. Once you put yourself above somebody this high, you're, kind of at a disadvantage. So short hopping helps a lot for positional, for just keeping the positional advantage and things like that. It's also just a lot quicker, obviously you're getting to the ground a lot faster. Then there's fast falling. Fast falling, you are going to just tap down on the stick, the analog stick, as soon as you get into the air. You can do it with a short hop or a full hop, and as you can see, just the rate that I fall without doing the fast fall versus when I do, you get down much quicker. So with that in mind, those are really your big like aerial options that change the game for you: short hopping and fast falling. Definitely note those. Then you got in this game, there's not really too much of it. Wave dashing. It's called wave landing, when you land it on a platform with the wave dash. This is effective because you can reposition really quickly on a platform. What you have for wave dashing, it's called wave landing when you're landing, like I said, on the platform through something and onto an object. But if you're just on the ground and you're starting it from your initial dash, you can wave dash like this. It's not as effective in this game because you really don't go very far. Wizrobe, however, a pro player in Melee that's playing Ultimate right now, found a video of, you can just Google Wizrobes, because I always say I'm going to link stuff and then I forgot to get to, so just Google Wizrobe Ultimate Wave Dash. He showed that it can be a little bit more effective. I haven't really mastered it yet, but yeah, you can get this to be a little bit more of a dash to it, to get a little bit more positional advantage with it. So yeah, that's basically that. And the way you do that is just air dodging as soon as you and if you're trying to do it with a platform, like I was saying here, which is probably the most effective use for it, just air dodge as soon as you are gonna hit the platform, and try to angle the air dodge to the side. If you just air dodge, you're just gonna do that, but try to angle the air dodge down and to the side so that you'll scoop yourself down onto it like that. And the way that he's doing, Wizrobe is doing these so quickly is with Z buffering instead of using L and R, because if you use L and R, you can't really do it as quickly. But if you use Z buffering, you can do it a lot better. So yeah, that's wave dashing, wave landing. Then you have DIing and SDIing. That's a huge one that you're going to hear pretty much all the time, whether you're a casual player or a competitive player. DIing is something that's really universally important in this game. It's hard for me to like really show off here, but what I can do is just explain it to the best of my ability. DI means directional influence. When you get hit by a move, you're going to want to hold towards the corners of the stages. Like I showed in my initial video about this, that the stage is really just an invisible box. When you get hit off to the side of the stage, you want to enhance your trajectory to go up and towards the corner up here, so that, as you can see, the box there actually, so that you can extend the amount of time that you're going through the air before you reach the end blast zones. Because obviously if you get hit, just physics, if you get hit towards the side here, you're gonna go fast off the side like that, and just reach your destination dying off the blast zone to the side. But if you enhance it by holding up and to the left on your analog stick, if you're being sent this way, or up and to the right if you're going the other way, there's more intricacies to DI, but this is the base level that I can explain it. Trying to hold towards those blast zone corners you'll go up and to the left, which will give you more time to fly through the air, you know, before you actually regain control of your character and before you reach that blast zone corner. So extending your livelihood more after getting hit. If you're getting hit off the top of the stage, you want to hold towards the left or right. You don't really want to hold down while you're doing that, even though it seems like, you know, you want to go down. DIing towards downwards doesn't really work as well. So just if you're going upwards, hold left or right as hard as you can, so that you try to extend your animation towards the left or right sides of the screen. And yeah, that's pretty much DI. If you're getting hit towards the side, hold up and to the left or up and to the right. If you're getting hit off the top, hold left or right. Yeah, that's as simply as I can put DI, directional influence. Then there's another component called SDI, which is smash directional influence. That's when you're getting hit by a multi-hit move, like say Mario's up B. If you mash through it with your analog stick and try to get the direction that you want to go, like say you want to go through it, like behind him here, you would mash through him with the directional stick. Instead of holding, you're mashing through, but you're trying to get on each frame of the hit to try to get the analog stick just as you're getting hit. And that'll help you to get through the move and try to interrupt it. But smash directional influence isn't as helpful in this game. It's not really as useful in general. It doesn't seem to have as strong of an impact in this game, so I'd recommend just to take the DI away from this as much as possible. But so that you can hear when I rant about how shit SDI is, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that you can't really go through jab combos anymore. You used to be able to just like get through those by SDIing up out of them very easily. In the old games, you would get out of jab combos or out of multi-hits, but in this game you really can't. So know that it's shit in this game. The other thing is parrying. Parrying, can I make her attack me? Neutral special, side smash. Okay, side smash. So parrying, I'm going to suck at it, but there you go. As you can see, parrying like that just stops the time for a second. Oh, or she breaks your shield. Parrying stops time for just like about a second, a couple of frames. I'm not exactly sure how many frames it is in this game, but it stops your opponent and allows you to react very quickly. Normally, if you just shield something, you won't get as much of a positional advantage off of it. But if you do the parry and you let go of your shield just as you get hit by something, which I'm finding it very difficult to do. Many people are complaining about how hard it is to do in this game. I really have so much trouble with it too. It's a difficult ass thing to do, but if you let go right as you get hit, you can stop the, yeah, as you can see, I'm ass at it, but yeah, you can stop the opponent even with projectiles, and it'll freeze them for just like a couple of frames so that you'll have some advantage. You'll be able to run in on them. But yeah, so that's parrying. It's a really big deal in this game, so as you can see, me sucking at it is not good because it is important to learn. It's a 4-frame window, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so yeah, 4 frames of advantage there. Now there's another thing called ledge trumping. When somebody's on the ledge here, let's see if we can get them to do it. If you grab the ledge while they're on it, oh sorry, if you grab the ledge while they're on it, 2 people can't grab the ledge at the, oh my god, 2 people can't grab can grab the ledge at the same time in this game, and they call it ledge trumping. It'll force the other person off of the ledge like that, as you can see. So if I'm on it and Bayonetta grabs it, okay, nothing is working out for me, but yes, if I'm on the ledge and Bayonetta grabs it, it'll force me off the ledge, or vice versa. That's called ledge trumping, just simply put. It puts your opponent at some negative frames when they get trumped. So usually when you trump them, knock them off the ledge, you're at an advantage. But in this game, you can kind of DI the trump onto the stage, actually. So you can hold towards the stage after you get trumped, and you'll be able to be back on the stage before they can really act. So ledge trumping, well, it's going to happen a lot anytime you try to edge guard somebody and hold the ledge at the same time as they get back on. It's not really used for as much positional advantage in this game. It doesn't do as much for you as it did in Smash 4, where you could usually get like a free hit after you hit them off the stage with the trump. There's another thing, dash dancing. Dash dancing is basically just using your stick to go left and right, your analog stick. But if you go quickly with it, you can manage to really just make it look like you're you know, it's hard for your opponent to tell where you're going to go from doing something like this, and it also just creates more momentum for yourself while you're in the game. Being able to, the thing is, you can act quickly out of dashes, so you can run straight into somebody and use a nair or something with a short hop, or you can dash dance into a grab or something like that. It just allows you to keep running instead of walking, and you know, keeping the speed of the momentum and the speed of your game up. So I don't think you should be dash dancing all the time though, but yeah, that's basically what that is. You can do it just by pressing left and right on your stick real quickly. It takes a little while to get used to it, and then to be able to do it a little bit closer quarters like this is a different matter. Now there's another thing, as you can see here, I'm keeping my run animation. It's called foxtrotting. You don't go into the full run. You just keep tapping left on the analog stick, or right, whichever way you want to go. This one's very simple, very easy to do, and it's actually pretty effective, especially because you can act out of dashes so well with tilts. So you could go across the stage with it and mix up into a tilt or something. It's just kind of like something that allows you to dash a little bit faster across the screen. So that's dash dancing and foxtrotting. Canceling dash into tilts, like I said, is something you can do in this game. You can, during mid-animation, during a dash, you can just go straight into a tilt, which is really, that's a dash attack, but yeah. Or you can do it straight into smashes as well. So that's just, you input the same command that you always would, but it has to be during a dash to get the usefulness out of it. So that's, you know, canceling dashes into tilts. Then you have roll decay. In this game, you start to slow down the more you roll. As you can see, it looks like you're going in slow motion after you've rolled for a long time. It's actually pretty funny. The more that you roll like this, the less invincibility you get. As you can see, he glows for a shorter period of time than he normally does. Try to reset it a little bit here. But yeah, initially your roll is a little bit faster, and then if you keep rolling, you'll go even slower and slower as it goes on, and you'll get less invincibility frames as that roll goes on. So it allows your opponents to punish you for rolling, basically. Sakurai, I guess, you know, and the developers decided that they wanted rolling to be less powerful, which is great. Same thing they did with air dodging, making it less powerful. Now you can only air dodge once in this game. You used to be able to air dodge multiple times. So it helps a lot with keeping the game less defensive and rewarding offense more. So know that the roll does diminish and does slow down. And then there's two more major ones. In this game, you can air dodge to the ledge, and it's a very powerful tool. Definitely don't underestimate this one, because the more that you are pressured off stage, the more you're going to want to just get this kind of thing down. Air dodging to the ledge allows you to keep your invincibility really quickly while you go to the ledge, and there's only like a very small frame in between the air dodge and grabbing that ledge where you're actually vulnerable. So if your opponent's pressuring you off right towards the side like this, air dodging over to it can be very helpful for you. So definitely remember that one. Just be careful about how you do it, because if you mess up, you're gonna, like you just saw with me, go right through and die. So make sure that you get the range correct. So with that, the last thing that I'll show you is called reverse aerial rush, or roaring. A lot of people will just abbreviate it to roaring in this game, or not in this game, in Smash in general. It's basically while you're going for an aerial, out of a short hop or a full hop, you turn your character around by dashing. So usually I would go for a forward air here because I'm facing forward, but if you turn around really quickly, you can you can do the back air even though you were facing forward. Sorry, this is for the first time I'm having trouble doing it, of course, but it's nerves of the video. But yeah, so you would turn around really quickly and be able to do the back air facing the other way, essentially. Shit, this is okay, embarrassing. I'm sorry, you guys, but yeah, it's like that. As you can see, you turn around as you do the back air. So, embarrassing as that was, I'm sorry for it. That's that. And the last thing that I have to teach you guys, see, that's okay. So that's basically it. If you have to, yeah, it's basically that. You're turning around right as you're using it. And it's very hard to do. It is, so that's basically why I'm having, you know, I'm struggling with it. It's a hard thing to do. But it is really powerful. So the more that you practice it, you know, the better you're going to get at it, of course, and the more it'll become second nature to you. I haven't been used to doing it for a while because it's not really in melee as much. It's, you know, it's kind of like a buffered input that's more popular in these games to buffer like that. So yeah. Last thing that I want to say is when abbreviations like using short hop aerials, you use a forward air and they call it a fair because it's an aerial and it's a forward air. So that's fair, back air is bear, up air is just up air, and down air is dare. So if you hear me talk about, you know, daring someone into a fair, I down aired them into a forward air. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, so that's that. If there's any other terminology that I missed or anything, you guys definitely let me know in the comments, especially, you know, share tech that I missed because, you know, I want to float around more ideas and get people more used to everything. So, you know, feel free to let me know or let, you know, the comments know anything else that I've missed. Thank you.